Anna Sorokin walked into Manhattan's most exclusive circles with nothing but confidence, a German accent, and an elaborate fiction. Between 2013 and 2017, this Russian-born woman convinced banks, hotels, and New York's social elite that she was Anna Delvey, a wealthy German heiress with a fortune of 60 million euros. She didn't pick locks or hack computers. Her only tools were designer clothes, forged documents, and an unshakable belief in her own lie. What makes her story remarkable isn't just the money she stole, it's how she did it. Anna exploited something fundamental about wealth and status in America. People want to believe in money. They want to be close to it. And when someone acts rich enough, asks for enough, and tips enough, very few people bother to check if any of it is real. Anna Sorokin was born on January 23, 1991, in Domodedovo, a town about 20 miles south of Moscow. Her father, Vadim Sorokin, worked as a truck driver before later running a small heating and cooling business. Her mother worked at a convenience store. This was not the background of an heiress. When Anna was 16, her family relocated to Germany. Her father had taken a position with a transportation company in North Rhine-Westphalia. The Sorokins settled in a small town called Eschweiler, near the Belgian border. Anna attended a local gymnasium and later enrolled at a fashion school in London for a brief period before dropping out. She returned to Germany and worked an unpaid internship at a fashion public relations firm in Berlin. It was during this period that Anna began constructing her new identity. She started introducing herself as Anna Delvey, claiming her father was a diplomat or an antiques dealer, depending on the audience. The name itself appears to have no family connection. Investigators later speculated she may have borrowed it from a former boyfriend. By 2013, Anna had made her way to Paris, where she began attending Fashion Week events and parties. She presented herself as a German heiress with access to a substantial family trust. The fashion world, always hungry for wealthy patrons and investors, welcomed her without much scrutiny. Anna's ambition went far beyond simply pretending to be rich. She wanted to create something real, or at least something that appeared real. Her plan was called the Anna Delvey Foundation, a private arts club that would occupy a landmark building in Manhattan. She envisioned it as a members-only space combining art exhibitions, restaurants, and cultural programming for the ultra-wealthy. The concept wasn't absurd on its face. Manhattan has no shortage of exclusive private clubs. The Soho House chain had proven the model worked. Anna simply positioned her foundation as something more elevated, more exclusive, more European in its sensibility. Her target location was 281 Park Avenue South, the historic Church Missions House, a stunning Flemish Renaissance Revival building constructed in 1894. The building was owned by the A.B. Rosen Real Estate Group and had been on the market for a mixed-use development. Anna needed approximately $40 million to secure a lease and begin renovations. She spent nearly 2 years pursuing this financing. She hired lawyers. She commissioned business plans. She met with multiple banks. And for a time, some of the most sophisticated financial institutions in America took her seriously. Anna's approach to obtaining loans revealed uncomfortable truths about how banks evaluate wealthy clients. She wasn't some amateur forger working out of a basement. She walked into meetings at City National Bank, Fortress Investment Group, and other institutions wearing designer clothes and speaking with casual authority about her 60 million euro trust. At City National Bank, Anna applied for a $22 million loan. She provided what she claimed were official bank statements from Deutsche Bank and UBS, showing substantial overseas assets. These documents were forgeries, but they looked convincing enough that City National seriously entertained her application. The bank assigned a relationship manager to her account. They conducted multiple meetings over several months. At one point, Anna even received verbal indication that the loan would be approved. She used this near approval to bolster her credibility with other potential partners and investors. City National eventually declined her application after conducting additional due diligence. But the fact that a major financial institution spent months seriously considering a loan to someone whose entire wealth was fabricated reveals how easily the banking system can be manipulated by someone who knows how to project affluence. Anna also approached Fortress Investment Group, a major investment management firm. She presented her Anna Delvey Foundation proposal and sought financing for the Park Avenue project. Fortress took her seriously enough to engage in extended discussions before ultimately passing on the deal. While pursuing her larger goals, Anna needed to maintain her lifestyle day to day. This required a constant stream of smaller cons, deceptions, and manipulations. She stayed at some of Manhattan's most expensive hotels, including the W New York, 11 Howard, and the Beekman. Her method was consistent. She would arrive with designer luggage and an attitude of casual entitlement. She would tip generously at first, establishing herself as a valued guest. She would pay intermittently, often with wire transfers that took days to process, or with credit cards that would eventually decline. At 11 Howard, a boutique hotel in Soho, Anna accumulated charges totaling over $30,000. She stayed for months, always promising that wire transfers were coming, always producing just enough payment to forestall eviction, until eventually the hotel ran out of patience. At the Beekman, she ran up $11,000 in charges before being asked to leave. She repeated this pattern multiple times, staying in luxury accommodations while providing minimal actual payment. Her spending extended beyond lodging. She hired personal trainers at $400 per session. She took private jets. She dined at the most expensive restaurants in Manhattan and always made sure to tip the staff generously. This last detail proved important. When you tip lavishly, staff members become invested in your presence. They become allies rather than obstacles. The incident that most directly led to Anna's downfall involved a trip to Morocco with Rachel DeLoach Williams, a photo editor at Vanity Fair. Williams later wrote about the experience in a book and several articles. In May 2017, Anna invited Williams and another friend on an all-expenses-paid trip to La Mamounia, a legendary five-star resort in Marrakesh. Anna presented it as a gift to her friends, a casual gesture of generosity from someone for whom money was no object. The trip included a private riad, spa treatments, guided excursions, and meals at the resort's finest restaurants. Over the course of several days, the bill grew to approximately $62,000. When checkout time arrived, Anna claimed her credit cards weren't working due to international banking issues. She asked Williams to put the charges on her personal American Express while Anna sorted out the supposed technical problems. Williams, trusting her friend, agreed. Anna never repaid the money. Williams was left with over $60,000 in debt on her personal credit card. She spent months trying to recover the funds before eventually going to the Manhattan District Attorney's office. Her complaint became one of the key cases against Anna. By late 2017, Anna's elaborate fiction was collapsing from multiple directions. Hotels were pursuing her for unpaid bills. Banks had declined her loan applications. The Morocco incident had destroyed her friendship with Williams and introduced law enforcement into the picture. Anna was arrested on October 3, 2017, at a residential treatment center in Malibu, California, where she had been staying. She was extradited to New York to face charges. The Manhattan District Attorney charged her with multiple counts of grand larceny, theft of services, and attempted grand larceny. The charges covered a range of victims: the banks she had defrauded through false documents, the hotel she had skipped out on, and Rachel Williams. Her trial began in March 2019 and became a media sensation. Anna appeared in court each day in carefully curated outfits, reportedly working with a stylist to select her courtroom wardrobe. The contrast between her polished appearance and the crimes she was accused of became a recurring theme in media coverage. The prosecution presented evidence of Anna's forged bank statements, her unpaid hotel bills, and her pattern of deception. They called witnesses who had been victimized by her schemes, including hotel employees and Rachel Williams herself. Anna's defense attorney, Todd Spodek, took an unconventional approach. He didn't deny that Anna had misrepresented herself. Instead, he argued that she was an ambitious dreamer who had been failed by the banks and institutions she approached. He suggested that her victims, particularly the banks, should have conducted more thorough due diligence before entertaining her proposals. Spodek also argued that the Morocco trip with Rachel Williams was a civil matter between friends, not a criminal fraud. He pointed out that Anna had not physically stolen anything, but had simply failed to pay debts. The jury deliberated for 2 days. On April 25, 2019, they delivered a mixed verdict. Anna was convicted of 4 counts of theft of services, 3 counts of grand larceny, and 1 count of attempted grand larceny. She was acquitted of the most serious charge, attempted grand larceny in the first degree, related to her loan application at City National Bank. She was also acquitted of the charges stemming from the Morocco trip with Rachel Williams. Judge Diane Kiesel sentenced Anna to 4 to 12 years in state prison. She also ordered Anna to pay restitution of approximately $200,000 and a fine of $24,000. Anna served approximately 2 years at Albion Correctional Facility in upstate New York before being released in February 2021 for good behavior. Her freedom lasted only weeks. Immigration and Customs Enforcement detained her in March 2021 for overstaying her visa. Anna had been in the United States on an expired visa throughout her entire crime spree. ICE placed her in custody at the Orange County Correctional Facility in Goshen, New York. During her immigration detention, which lasted until October 2022, Anna remained active on social media through representatives and gave interviews to various media outlets. She continued to cultivate her public persona, seemingly undeterred by her criminal conviction or immigration troubles. When she was finally released from ICE custody, she was required to remain under house arrest in New York City, monitored by an ankle bracelet, while she fought deportation proceedings. As of 2024, she remains in the United States, still contesting her immigration status. In February 2022, Netflix released Inventing Anna, a drama series created by Shonda Rhimes, based on a 2018 New York Magazine article by Jessica Pressler. The show starred Julia Garner as Anna and dramatized her cons, her trial, and the people she deceived. Netflix reportedly paid Anna $320,000 for the rights to her story. Under New York's Son of Sam law, which prevents criminals from profiting from their crimes, much of this money was seized to pay restitution to her victims and outstanding legal fees. However, Anna reportedly retained enough to pay for her legal defense in her immigration case. The show reignited public fascination with her story. It also raised ethical questions about how streaming platforms and media companies compensate convicted criminals for entertainment content. Anna Sorokin's crimes revealed uncomfortable truths about wealth, status, and institutional failure in America. Banks that manage billions of dollars entertained loan applications based on forged documents because the applicant looked and acted like their other wealthy clients. Hotels extended thousands of dollars in credit to a guest with no verified income because she dressed well and tipped generously. Social circles that pride themselves on exclusivity welcomed a complete stranger because she claimed to have money. Anna exploited the reality that wealthy people are often treated differently than everyone else. They receive the benefit of the doubt. Their word is accepted. Their checks are allowed to clear later. Anna simply claimed the privileges of wealth without possessing any of it. Her story also reveals how ambition can curdle into delusion. Anna genuinely seemed to believe that if she could just secure funding for her foundation, all her deceptions would become irrelevant. The art club would succeed, the money would flow, the forged bank statements would be forgotten. She was always one big deal away from making it all real. That deal never came. Instead, Anna Sorokin became a cautionary tale about the gap between performance and reality, between confidence and competence, between who we pretend to be and who we actually are. She proved that in a world obsessed with wealth, the appearance of money can take you surprisingly far. But eventually, someone asks to see the receipts.